Let's get back into the conversation, everyone. One thing that is very important to perhaps a lot of Nigerians is seeing that Boko Haram insurgents are chased out of the country and they're brought to his knees, the activities that is. But then the question has come over the plan by the governors at the NEC meeting last Thursday. The NEC meeting is the National Economic Council meeting where they agreed that $1 billion be spent in procurement of equipment to fight insurgency and also building of intelligence system in the country. But the question is that, what about probity? What about accountability? These are some of the questions that critics of this idea, including some governors who are supposed to be part of these arrangements, have raised. In fact, some of them said they are not part, they've dissociated themselves. Now, we're getting the explanation from the All Progressives Congress, the ruling party in Nigeria, on this one. The spokesperson of the party, Malam Balaji Abdullahi, has been giving us a benefit of the party stance on this one. Thank you so much, Malam Abdullahi, for your thoughts there. You were explaining to Nigerians where this war stands, whether or not the party is still together in its thought and in its ideas on these issues of insurgency, war, and exactly the issues that have been raised, trust. The issues of accountability is a major one. We've seen in the past where these issues have been raised over this similar funding into the use of insurgency.
I mean, thank you very much. I think if there are concerns about whether this $1 billion will be spent for the purpose that it was meant, that concern is based on experience. The experience that Nigerians had under the government of PDP. I mean, that was a time that money that was meant to fight insurgency was diverted to fund political activities, to pay marabouts and all kinds of political jobbers to do campaign for PDP. So, and you see, for a serial killer, like I said in my statement, for a serial killer, even a table knife looks only like a murder weapon. So they believe that the way they treated that fund is the same way that APC intends to treat this fund. We are not going to do that. We are a party that is built on a foundation of probity and accountability. So if PDP in its reincarnation now wants to say they are concerned about that, they are welcome. The governors of PDP who were part of approving the money have a responsibility to ensure that the money is used for the purpose for which it was approved. So, I mean, I think whether it's PDP or APC or any Nigerian, we should be interested in ensuring that the money is used for the purpose that it was meant. I mean, we have been beaten before, so we should be twice shy. We know what this kind of money was used for during PDP. So, but I can assure you that APC, under the leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari, will not embark in this kind of brigandage where money meant to help to provide succor and protection and security for ordinary Nigerians will be diverted into private pockets under the guise of buying arms for Boko Haram. So I think they are speaking from their experience. They know what they use that kind of money for. So they thought that that's what we want to use it for at this time. So I think the issue of accountability is very important. And that's for every Nigerian to be concerned about. All right. And it's not some PDP governors that said they are disassociating themselves with it. It's only the governor of Ekiti State, His Excellency Ayodele Fayose, that said he was not part of it, which is fine. So if any other governor comes out to say it was part of it, it was a decision that was taken in council. So, and I think PDP should encourage their governors to ensure that the money was meant for the purpose that was used for. They should follow it. They should follow the money. We don't have anything to hide.
Would your party be...
We know the responsibility we have to Nigerians, so that's what we are doing.
One of the newest parties, National Rescue Movement, NRM, today at the press conference, they are asking for an independent monitoring of the spending. Would your party suggest that that kind of spending should also, perhaps there's a body to monitor how these monies have been spent?
You see, I've never heard of it. And people who are more experienced on this matter can speak on it. I've never heard of it that security spending is done independent of the army or independent of the military. by one independent body that is is laughable, But I don't understand why this suggestion will come about. It's because of the experience we had under PDP. I understand why everybody will be saying, oh, we should follow this money. It's because what we know what PDP used that kind of money for. That's why everybody is concerned. If we didn't have that experience, when last did anybody ask the military to come and account for, show us that they actually bought AK-47 or they bought a rifle or they bought a bulletproof vest? When did Nigeria ever bother about, Nigerians ever bother about?
But Malam Abdullah, sorry, if I may butt in, Malam Abdullah, a recent experience perhaps under the APC government, you remember the grass-cutting allegations and the controversy over that. The Senate raised a committee to look into this, and they discovered that under this government, there might be some misappropriation or mismanagement of funds meant for the rehabilitation of the Northeast region. Perhaps this is one of the issues that is causing this distrust.
No. I mean, yes, it's possible, but what I also want you to know that I want to ask you, the individual that was involved in the grass-cutting scandal that you just mentioned, where is he today? He was a member of the government. He was a very senior member of the government. He's secretary to the government of the federation. He's been booted out. So that's the kind of accountability that we are talking about. If PDP, when they were in power, had the power, could do that, or had the courage to monitor, follow money, make sure that money that were meant to buy weapons for Boko Haram, to fight Boko Haram, you don't end up in buying mansions all over Abuja and all that. Maybe we won't be in this mess we are in today. So you mentioned one individual that crossed the boundary under our party, under our government, and he has been dealt with. So it's, I agree with you. We are saying the same thing. There will be people who will want to play funny with public money. We should be vigilant. But what I'm saying is that to conclude ab initio that the reason that money was sought and approved was to fund the party, I think it's ridiculous. And it's, to say the least, is just a case of playing opposition of vendetta,
Malam Balaji Abdullah, spokesperson of the All Progressives Congress, it's a pleasure having you talk to us and clear the air on these matters. Thank you so much for your time on the program tonight. And that's our show for tonight, everyone. Many thanks for being part of it. On behalf of the team, thank you for watching. I'm Sean Wakimale. Bye-bye.